This may be the story of the day. Incredible. An orphan now has a home, all thanks to a Kaysville 7-year-old who gave up her trip to Disneyland.
I love it. This story goes back 10 years, and both kids are now nearly adults. News specialist Mike Anderson was the only reporter from the beginning and joins us now to share how they're now helping other kids find families. Mike?
Yeah, Ashley, Mike, you know, this is a story about one good deed leading to many others. 7-year-old Brooklyn McKenzie raising money for a trip to Disneyland, but she then decided that she could help another kid with a much greater need.
You can't put a price on that. Jose Janice and Brooklyn McKenzie with a unique friendship.
I remember just going to knock on people's doors.
A story that starts with about $500.
I thought that he needed a family more than I needed a trip to Disneyland.
7-year-old Brooklyn selling her mom's blackberry jam for a Disney vacation. But when she saw a fundraiser to find young Jose a family who was at an orphanage in Colombia, she changed her mind. Her money was just enough to reach his fundraising goal. But for a long time, it still seemed like Jose might never find a home.
Every year I make jam, and every year I think of him, and over the years I've just been heartbroken.
Brooklyn and her mom weren't the only ones concerned.
For over the next 10 years, we advocated for this little guy.
Brady Murray is the founder of Rod's Heroes, a nonprofit that helps orphans with Down syndrome find forever families. Also the charity behind Jose's fundraiser 10 years ago. With Jose about to age out of the system, Murray and others went down to Colombia to meet him.
And from that advocacy trip, we have over 20 children right now that are in the process of being adopted.
You might say they overachieved. They also got more pictures to share of Jose, and someone took notice.
Said, Ryan, you need to look at this. Since we've talked about adoption in the past, I think I found him.
Melanie and Ryan Janice realizing Jose was theirs. A good fit as their son Ty's little brother.
He's my brother in love.
People who maybe don't have Down syndrome folks in their life, they just don't know, but they really are some of the happiest, coolest, well-adjusted people on the planet.
Showing on World Down Syndrome Day, which happens to be today, that these guys, just as much as anyone, deserve to be loved. It's something Murray discovered when his oldest, Nash, was born, something he hopes many others will discover.
The reality is, with adoption, oftentimes it's not common sense. It's something much deeper than that. It comes from within.
And from within comes that need to give. Even a jar of jam and a whole lot of kindness can go a long way.
Brooklyn answered that call at 7 years old. Everyone can make a difference.
And by the way, now a special donor is sending both Brooklyn and Jose's families to Disneyland. It'll be their first time there. And Brady Murray, during that trip to Colombia, he and his wife decided to adopt 4 more kids from that orphanage. Back to you.
Just a heartwarming story. I mean, you're like, I'm on the verge of tears. That's a beautiful story, and so glad to see how that all ended. Wow, thank you, Mike.